In other news, Standard & Poor's, in its latest assessment of the Bahamian economy, made note of the government's intention to introduce a new minimum corporate tax. The Bahamian economist is giving his take on the impact of such a tax and public appetite for it. Cleopatra Murphy has that story.
Economist and principal of Sumner Strategic Partners Edison Sumner believes the introduction of a corporate income tax may be inevitable for all Bahamian businesses, although he does not envision widespread implementation within the Davis administration's current term in office.
I think it's going to be a graduated process of introducing a corporate income tax, whereas now it's only being levied, or it's only projected to be levied on certain international corporations that are operating in the country or doing business with the Bahamas.
Government released the draft Qualified Domestic Minimum Top-Up Tax Bill 2024 earlier this year, now out for public consultation, that will see companies earning more than 750 million euros taxed. That Prime Minister the Honourable Philip Davis says will create a new source of revenue and ease the burden on Bahamian taxpayers. Sumner believes it could happen sooner for the already identified businesses.
But it will require some very extensive consultations with the public, with the business community, to get their impressions on this. And if we introduce a corporate income tax to the businesses registered in the country, then in my view, you cannot have a corporate income tax as well as a business license fee.
He says government may also have to consider other tax reforms. The Economist, however, says there are pros and cons, adding that it could increase government revenue from the private sector and it could be generated from business profits as opposed to revenue.
Companies would have to make adjustments to how they conduct business. Others might decide, international firms and local companies who are domiciled here might decide whether they want to stay in the jurisdiction that they're now going to be required to pay taxes. But that will also depend on what is going to be the tax rate. At the moment, I believe the discussions are around the 15% tax rate.
The former Bahamas Chamber of Commerce CEO has written a paper on corporate income tax and the document now out for public consultation that he intends to share with government. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.